rules to the nearest usher, security guard, or arena staff member. We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you're having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, please text the word Wizards along with your issue and seat location to 55555. A member of our guest relations team will respond and address your concerns immediately. Our first family giveaway night is coming up soon.
Thanks everyone for joining 2K Sports for this Wednesday evening presentation of the NBA. Tonight, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Washington Wizards at Capital One Arena. This is Brian Anderson. Coach Stan Van Gundy, Hall of Famer Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce round out our broadcast crew for this one. And it's still early in the season, but it's always a good time to check out some power rankings. A lot could change before playoff time. Taking a look at New Orleans, they're a rising team climbing to 5th on the board.
You know, for the Hawks, they're doing more than what people expected, and that's because they're getting solid contributions from some unlikely sources.
Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Trae Young out there with Dyson Daniels, and it's Risache in at the 3. And for the Wizards, Jordan Poole out there with Bilal Coulibaly. Then there's Sarr, then it's Chris Middleton, and it's Champagnie at the 4. Well, Coach, we're just a couple of games in, and you know how people like me like to overreact. How about predicting the fate of two teams this early in the schedule?
Well, Brian, here's my prediction. Anyone trying to make predictions on how these teams will end up this early in the year will probably be wrong.
For Champagnie. And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
Great job.
And coming into the season, MP was very open about his motivation. He wants to prove he's the best rookie in the class.
We know full well how much hype there was behind MP coming into this league, and he was bold to suggest in public that he wants to be the best in his rookie class. And so far, MP hasn't let us down one bit. He's been electrifying and living up to his word.
And time now to go courtside with Allie LaForce for a report on MP.
Thanks, guys. MP is so excited to be here in the NBA. He's aiming for the top of his rookie class. He told me pregame, growing up in Plainview, I dreamed of playing in this league. So just being here is special. We'll see how he performs. Brian?
Well, Allie, I can't wait to see this kid's career develop. Okongwu, the pass to Smooth. Oh, a two-handed power slam!
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Despite ups and downs, the Atlanta Hawks have remained in the hunt season to season, Stan.
Well, Brian, this team has a lot of resilience. They're scrappy, they're hardworking, and it's helped them stay on the margins, at least, of the playoff picture.
And it's Coulibaly with a rebound.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Hey guys, the Wizards' #2 overall pick, Alex Sarr, wanted to be in Washington, D.C., and his defense gets him on the court right away. Not to mention, the Wizards are in a rebuild, and if his offense comes along, he could be a foundational piece for this franchise. Everyone's excited to see the development of Alex Sarr.
A big piece. Okay, Shams, thank you. Brad, you talk about NBA length. Alex Sarr has it in spades.
So many young bigs we're seeing these days. He combines that length with some guard skills as well, and that's a very intriguing package.
George, he's checked in for Washington. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Coulibaly. Both shots good from the stripe.
Yeah, and the potential Sarr has is enticing. He's a talented, mobile big man who wants to keep improvement.
Outside Johnson. Outside man. Inside. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
It's Poole on the wing. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by LeVert. All right, let's take a second to view the 2K leaderboard and look at last season's top scoring squads. Fifth on the list, the Hawks.
And last year, I liked watching this team operate on the offensive end. The ball movement, the patience, the confidence. You love seeing all that come together.
And Washington making a change here. Holmes is checked in. Left side, Brogdon. 6 to shoot. Gets a very good look and converts.
What I like about Brogdon is that he takes his time, allowing these scoring opportunities to open up naturally.
There's a minute 47 left in the first quarter. The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Capella. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Now Brogdon. In his last outing, he had 11 points. To the paint. Oh, it's Holmes with the big jam.
And that's just great feel from Brogdon. Just an unselfish dump to his man.
LeVert finds Capella. Out left to the wing. Here's Smooth. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
Yeah, incredible play on both ends of the floor. There may be too big of a gap here.
Brogdon from outside. The rebound by Atlanta. They defeated Washington in their last game.
And that game was all about the depth they have on this roster. Their role players stepped up when they needed it most.
Yeah, and they got contributions from everyone in that game. The whole rotation got involved in the scoring.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Yeah, and until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing.
Kispert outside. Poole outside. Puts up a three. Hits a three-pointer. Poole's got 10.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
LeVert outside. Over to the wing. Here's Smooth. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
These are his first free throws of the game.
It's hard to forget how much he struggled from the line during their last matchup.
The first one falls, and Atlanta making a change here. And he makes both free throws. Five ticks left to play in the first quarter. Here's Kispert. Misses the jumper. A big-time effort for Trae Young, providing a lot of energy for the Hawks. He dropped 3 threes in that quarter. They haven't found an answer for him yet. We'll be back in a moment. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Hawks.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
George out there with Kispert. Then it's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Champagnie at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. Brogdon, the pass to George. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Hawks lead by 15. To the inside. Here's Smooth, guarded by Brogdon. Here's Risacher. Turned in an outstanding game against Washington. Smooth, no good. And Grant, when you play the Wizards, you better be ready to run.
BA, they like to speed you up. They force you to play at their pace. And on the flip side, that gives you open floor opportunities as well.
Pass to Carrington. Fires the three. The Wizards with another miss. Atlanta's gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Here's Smooth. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
A brilliant dunk, and he hangs up there for a while, too.
Like he's posing for the camera. He's just hanging out, posing for pictures, just making himself at home. Brogdon feeling it out a bit. Pass to Champagnie. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Capella. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, BA, and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others.
Shooting two.
First one falls for him. And over the last 4 seasons, Stan, the Hawks have hovered around 500.
Yeah, but trending downward year over year. Without control of their first-round picks for the next 3 seasons from the DeJounte Murray trade, Brian, they've got no choice but to make it work.
Gills checked in for George. And a change for the Hawks. Krejci's checked in for Mann. And so he makes both from the line. Well, it was a tough season for the Washington Wizards, Grant. A franchise low 15 wins.
You know, BA, it started with trading away their star, Bradley Beal, before the season. But I like their new direction, prioritizing the future and developing talent.
The three from Risacher. Can't get it to drop. The Wizards trail by 15. Pass to Gill. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
He hears the whistle, and he keeps his concentration and is able to knock it down.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Smart's checked in for Washington. Mann, he's checked in for the Hawks. Lufkin comes in for Krejci.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good. Over the last few years, Atlanta struggled defensively, Grant.
Yeah, the Hawks haven't been better than 20th in defensive rating since 2017. They've had some great offensive teams during that time, but their defense has held them back.
Smooth, pass to Mann. Count that one. Mann's got 5 now.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
A chance here to catch up with Alley from the sideline.
Hey, BA, the Hawks are figuring it out. Coach Quinn Snyder said, growth isn't linear. We want to just keep improving. The players have bought in, they're working, they're practicing hard, hitting the film. Everybody has been absolutely coachable. I think we're learning. Guys, it's all about the journey here.
Yeah, I'm trying to take that next step. That's how it's done. Thanks, Allie.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Here's Carrington. No points so far. Down low. Here's Brogdon. The rebound by the Hawks. Smooth's got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the middle. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Here's Smart. Smooth grabs the miss. Smooth's got 7 rebounds in the game.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
For close to a decade now, Stan, Clint Capella has been a double-double machine.
Well, Brian, I think the key to Capella is he knows who he is. He's a great rebounder, rim runner, and shot blocker, and then he doesn't force things offensively, and that's why he's had one of the highest shooting percentages in NBA history.
KYG, know your game. That one's off.
Well, Capella's shot his fair share of free throws. Not his expertise at this point.
So for the Wizards, Sarge checked in for Gill, and Chris Middleton is subbed in for Smart. Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Young comes in for Bufkin. And the second free throw is good. And Washington has possession. It's an 18-point game. They come into this one following the loss to Atlanta.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
He's officially taken over this first half, making all the right reads.
And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for the Wizards. They'll be hosting Miami for their next game, and that'll put them halfway through a 3-game homestand. Okongwu against Middleton. And he can't stop the run as that one misses.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Smooth, no good. The Wizards trail by 20. Middleton passes to Kispert. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Onyeka Okongwu.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Washington shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. Stan, every franchise has their guy. What kind of things do you want your franchise player to exhibit?
Well, Brian, here's what people have to understand. The culture of your team is determined by your best player. If you want a hardworking, unselfish, competitive team, that best player, that franchise guy, has to embody those things.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
Getting themselves.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks up 15 points as this quarter concludes. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Welcome, folks. EJ alongside Shaq and Kenny. First up, here are the players of the week. For the East, Tyrese Halliburton.
How about Halliburton? Overlooked a little early on in his career, but once people saw more of him, they began to see the upside.
He has a positive effect in so many areas of the game. Well-deserved recognition here. And moving on now to that first half, tough sledding so far for the Washington Wizards.
Can't miss this many shots and not be competitive. They're rushing, looking desperate. Kind of feel sorry for them.
No, you don't.
You were laughing while we were watching it.
Hey, man, that's off the air.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Wizards trail by 15, and the... Kispert comes in for Chris Middleton, and Malcolm Brogdon is subbed in for Coulibaly. And the Hawks making a change here. Here's Smooth. 16 points for him. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Malcolm Brogdon. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Smooth. There's the screen by Johnson. Smooth, the pass to Johnson. Outside for LeVert. Shot clock at 5. The Hawks need to get one up here. Here's Smooth, and it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Wizards basketball.
The Wizards have gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. Poole outside. Kispert outside. Now here's Poole. He's got 12. Pass to Sarr. 4-3. Washington again can't hit. Atlanta leading by 15. Here's Smooth. There's the block.
What I like about Sarr as a shot blocker, he can do it anywhere on the floor.
And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
And Washington making a change here. George is checked in. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Mann's checked in. To the inside. George passes to Sarr. And Okongwu with the block. They get it back. That one goes in. And the Hawks shooting the rock around 43% since the third quarter began. Smooth. The pass to Johnson. Here's Smooth. He's got 16. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No one near him. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Smooth's got 18.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
George, a screen on LeVert. Poole from long range. Rebound Atlanta. Smooth's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
Pass to Okongwu. Over George. Okongwu with the bucket. Okongwu's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Kispert, the pass to Poole. They set a pick. Let's go with a three. Look at Poole showing the range.
Well, that's now his third triple of the game, first here in this second half.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Both teams will make substitutions. And right here, the 2K leaderboard shows us which teams made the most of their second chance opportunities last year. The fourth spot held by the Hawks.
Second chance points were crucial to their offensive production, so they worked to maximize that strength.
It's intercepted. Left side, Brogdon. Capella with a block.
Well, you can't take those kind of shots around the shot blocker like Capella. You're just playing with fire at that point.
Offensive board. Johnson passes to Matthews. Here's Smooth. He's got 18. Pass to Capella. Shot clock at 2. From deep. They get it back. Oh, just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances. Came up empty. Wing shot on the way. Capella with a rebound. Atlanta leading by 14. Johnson passes to Smooth. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And good whistle there.
Atlanta shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Atlanta, number 33, at the line for 2.
Shoot 2.
The first free throw is good. Marcus Smart's checked in for Poole. Man, he's checked in for the Hawks. Krejci comes in for Matthews. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Pass to Smooth. Back to man. It's stolen. LeVert goes against Brogdon. The jump hook. Deflected. And he recovers it. Shot's good by Carrington. There's 6 seconds left in the third quarter here. Here's LeVert. And so it's Atlanta going into the break up 12. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. Back to the game after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Corey Kispert out there with George. Then it's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Marcus Smart. And it's Carrington in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Washington right now. Smart finds Brogdon. And the foul called on Caris LeVert. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
It's Smart on the wing. Kispert outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Carrington. And Washington again with the bucket.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
And here's LeVert. Here's the pick. 3-pointer. And the 3-pointer goes. LeVert's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Brogdon against LeVert. From 7 feet away, Brogdon with a bucket.
The offensive IQ Brogdon has is fantastic. A creative scorer in close.
Here's Krejci. Pass to Capella. Here's Smooth. And he's going for the lob. Throw it down on the lob.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for the Washington Wizards. Trailing by 13. Smart passes to Brogdon. Here's Kispert. Lets it fly from 18. Smooth grabs the miss. Smooth's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Pass to Krejci. Here's Mann. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Now Brogdon. The 3. Atlanta with a rebound. Capella's got rebound number 5 here tonight. LeVert outside. Inside. Here's Smooth. And he dunks it down.
A Swiss Army knife talent, LeVert is very skilled at setting the table for his teammates.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball.
Smart against LeVert. Pass to Smooth. Kispert comes with a double. To the paint. Tipped. 4 on the clock. Smooth. To the wing on the left. LeVert outside. Here's Smooth. From downtown. Rebounded by Brogdon. Smart against LeVert. To the right side. Pass to Carrington. George left side. Outside Brogdon. Launches it. Unable to get that one.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
Krejci, the pass to Smooth. That one goes. Count it. Smooth's got 23.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And we've got a timeout from Brian Keith. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle.
TC family, it's time to welcome your Wizard Dancer.
Washington ends up going with a new group. A big group substitution here for Atlanta. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Johnson comes in for Mann. Daniels is checked in for LeVert. And it's Trae Young in for Krejci. Champagnie, the pass to Sarr. No good with the triple. On offense, here are the Hawks. They're on a 12-4 run. Pass to Johnson. To the left side wing. Young inside. Middleton covering. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Well, Coach, we know how good Young is offensively, but he gets heavy criticism for his defense.
Yeah, look, and at 6'1", 164 pounds, he has some obvious limitations, Brian, but he's shown improved effort as a defender, and it shows in his defensive rating.
And you have to have that scoring ability on the floor. And he knocks down the first one. Well, Grant, aside from making the East Finals in 2021, how would you assess Trae Young's teams?
Well, they're always solid offensive teams, but Trae is the type of player that you need to surround with defensive-minded guys, and he hasn't really had that.
And both free throws good for Young. More and more, we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, BA. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age.
And that one's good. Middleton.
Now, if you're the defense, you can't allow Middleton to heat up out there. I mean, he can be so efficient from long range.
Poole against Young. Pass to Okongwu. Outside Young. Jacks up a three. It's rebounded by Washington. Poole's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, 3 triples in the first half, but he seems to have gone cold from distance since the break.
The Hawks lead by 17. Here's Daniels. Here's Smooth. Middleton covering. The kick out to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Daniels. Washington with a rebound. Middleton with it. Now Okongwu defending. Middleton looking around. Good D by Okongwu.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
.146 left in the final quarter. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Okongwu's got 9 points here in the second half.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Pass to Middleton. And he banks in the layup. Middleton's got 5 points in the quarter.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Hawks.
Loved how much they moved the ball out there tonight.
Yeah, no one got left out. This was a real team effort.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association.
But they've got 2 more chances to get some revenge. The matchup doesn't favor them, but against a conference opponent, they're gonna battle hard.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Smooth.
Well, that work he's shown on the glass has been spectacular. You love to see that as a coach.
Pass to Middleton. And here's Poole. Down low. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clock.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Got a piece of it. Young with it. So we see the Hawks taking the W here. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that about wraps it up. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
I've talked to people with knowledge of the situation, and they say that MP will be inserted into the starting lineup over the next few games. One front office executive from around the league said there is some doubt about MP's readiness to be in the starting lineup, but around the team, the front office, the coaching staff, they are optimistic and they believe that every milestone has been attained by MP, and he will only be better with an expanded role.
Wins pay the bills, baby.
Feeling pretty good, huh?
No doubt, Coach. This was a win worth celebrating, right?
Keep celebrating and it'll be our last.
What?
The teams that win and keep winning rediscover that hunger night after night. You linger over any one game and you give whoever's next on the schedule the edge. You want to enjoy that result? Responsibly, win the next one. That's how winners celebrate.